What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a mini-series of the ins and outs of getting Zipline to run locally on your own machine. If you don't know what Zipline is, it's just arguably the best backtester in any programming language, at least that's open source and available to you. Zipline is the backend that runs on Quantopian, for example, and that's why I'm just going to put this at the end of that series, at least for now. So the idea of running Zipline locally is you can do a lot of more custom things with it. So maybe you want to do different markets. Maybe you want to do the Australian market, or you want to do the Japanese markets, or whatever. You might also want to do Bitcoin, or who knows what you want to backtest. You can do that on Zipline if you run it locally. But getting it running and all that is kind of a pain in the butt. So that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to be doing this tutorial on Zipline 1.2, and I'm going to be using Python 3.5. Zipline only supports 2.7 and 3.5 right now. I believe the main hindrance for 3.5 is because Zipline also requires Pandas 0.18, which doesn't have a build that I can tell for 3.6 and 3.7. So I think that's the only requirement or the only constraint to why we need 3.5, but keep that in mind. If you're not on 3.5 or 2.7, you'll have to download that that too. But anyways, so I'm going to be using 3.5 and all that. So if only it was this simple. It is not a pip install. If you have Conda, it might be that simple with just a Conda install Quantopian Zipline. Haven't tried it. What I have done is I've installed it on both Windows and Linux, and I'm going to share that process with you so you don't need Conda. If you want, by all means, go ahead and try to use the Conda way. If you already have Conda, great, go for it. I just don't use Conda. So what we're going to do to start is talk about what you need to do. So I've basically broken it down both in Ubuntu and Windows. On Ubuntu, it's actually pretty darn simple. Get your C libraries, mainly NumPy, Cython, get setup tools, and then you can, boom, get Zipline from there. Pretty simple. If you just spun up the server, there's a few more extra commands, like if you haven't actually installed, these are just your typical, anytime you install Python, you want to do the Python dev, get pip, and all that. Otherwise, it's all the same. On Windows, you have entered hard mode, but still not really the hardest thing once you got the idea. So in order to do it, basically, I'll put the link to this in the description. I highly recommend just come here. These are links. You can just click on them, and it takes you exactly to the package, and then download the Python 3.5 version, right? So right here, this would be what I'm looking for, 64-bit Python 3.5, download Cython. Then do that for all of these C libraries. The only two that I didn't put links to is empirical and context lib. That's just because they don't have like a quick link to them. You just type it in, just do a control F or whatever, and download those. They're not really organized by specific version. Just download it, use the wheel. I can't remember if you can pip install these. You might be able to even just regular pip install, but anything that uses C, basically, you're not going to get away with it. So beyond that, once you get these are those C libraries. The next step I would suggest you do is go ahead and do a pip install -- upgrade pandas exactly version 0.18.0. I think 0.1 will also work, but just do this. This is the one that I've used. Next, what you're going to want to do is just do a pip install for Zipline. I didn't really pull that out, but I would definitely just do a regular pip install Zipline. So you want to do this to get all the other dependencies besides these C dependencies. Eventually, when you do that pip install Zipline, it is going to fail, and that's totally okay. That's part of the plan. You just wanted to do it so you could get all the other dependencies that you needed that were non-C dependencies, but it's going to start failing on like B calls and LRU dict and all that, and that's totally fine. It's what you wanted. Once you've installed, basically once you've installed these C libraries, once you've just run a regular pip install Zipline, once you've done that, go ahead and download Zipline from here. So I'll just type Zipline. Go ahead and download the, again, Python 3.5 on 64-bit. Download Zipline, and then you're going to want to run a pip install no dependencies Zipline, because you already downloaded the other ones and you're just going to fail when you try to download those. So anyway, yeah, just run a python npip install Zipline 1.2, and I just wanted to refresh my installation, make sure we're all on the same page. Hopefully this doesn't fail. It fails for bcalls. Why is it failing for bcalls? Actually, oh, because this one, my copy didn't have no deps. Anyway, let me go back. And pip install -- no deps. Hopefully it didn't download anything that's going to conflict. It's going to be annoying. Anyway, okay, so boom, that's what you need to do to install Zipline. Did something go wrong for you? Let me know down below. I'll do my best to help you out. But pretty much you're just going to be probably either missing packages or something like that. But yeah, you should be able to actually no deps install Zipline instantly. The real test is if you can open up Python. So I'm just going to do C Python 35 Python if I can type today, and then just do a quick import Zipline and make sure you don't hit any errors. If you hit an error, I mean, it's almost certain that it's like a module not found error. Go and install that module, okay? The only one that you need to install a specific version of is going to be Pandas. Make sure it's Pandas 0.18.0. And you do that by just doing double equals and then the version number that you want. If you already have Pandas, do a -- upgrade. Okay. Once you've done that, once you've tested your install, you're ready to get going to use Zipline. For now, we're just going to use the Quantopian bundle because it just makes it easy to get up and running immediately. But we will be using our own data soon enough, so don't worry about that. But actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is make this text a bit bigger so everybody can see it clearly on video. Hopefully not run over my face. There we go. Okay, so actually I kind of want to steal these commands too. I'd highly recommend you just go to the text-based version for running all these commands, but yeah. So the first thing that we're going to do is we want to ingest that Quantopian bundle. So I'm going to quit out of here, and then I'm going to just type into here Zipline ingest -b for bundle, Quantopian -quandle, and this should grab you the Quandle bundle. Okay, so that means, oh, I'm on Python. Oh, shoot, because I've done, okay, that's fine. So Zipline should be installed into your scripts. So what I need to do actually, because I've put Zipline into Python 3.6 because I wanted really badly to either put it on 3.6 or 3.7, but I failed. So on 3.7 also there's like no LRU dict and I think something else. Anyway, so I'm going to specify the full path to Zipline. So when you install Zipline, it's going to put a zipline.exe in your scripts, just like with pip. If sometimes pip is not pointing where you want it to go, just use the full path to whichever pip you want. It's not the end of the world. Or you can do python -m pip. Anyway, but in this case, I want to specify the full path to our Zipline, which is C Python 35. It'll be in scripts, and then it's just zipline.exe in your scripts, so Zipline should be fine. Ingest Quantopian quandle. If that was your first installation of Zipline, though, you probably have the right pointer there. You probably don't need the full path. So what we're going to do here is ingest this data. Looks beautiful on this gigantic screen. Ooh, that really helped. Anyway, while we're waiting on that, let me pull this over. And just take note that I'll give the full path again. Python 35 scripts. So Zipline. And go ahead and just run zipline --help. So this Zipline command here basically has a whole bunch of options that you have. But basically you can load in bundles, you can clean, you can ingest some data, and you can run. So the other thing that I would say is do Zipline. We'll leave the help there, and then we'll just do run. So this is when you actually want to go run an algorithm. You can also, there's a whole bunch of commands there. I don't personally find myself using the command line interface here, but just know it exists. And sometimes if you look up for help on tutorials or whatever, there's like 3 major ways that you can run your algorithms. So, and they all have the same parameters. It's just sometimes a dash will be replaced with an underscore or whatever. Just take note that this is one of the ways that you might see people showing you how you could do something, and this might not be the way that you learned from me. So now I'm just going to show you that it exists. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I personally find that using notebooks makes the most sense with Quantopian or Zipline because of Quantopian. So I'm going to use my a Jupyter notebook. You, by all means, you don't have to. When we run algorithms, you can run them this way. You can use data, which is what we're going to use later. I don't really see it, but it's probably in here somewhere. If it's not, interesting. It may not even be here. I'm not even sure. Can you run an algorithm with custom? Oh yeah, no, data free. Interesting. You might actually be forced to do it this way. Anyway, that's okay because everyone's going to do exactly what I do. So if you don't have it, go ahead and pip install Jupyter because we're going to be using Jupyter Notebooks. Once you've got Jupyter Notebooks, go ahead and just type Jupyter Notebook. If you couldn't see that, it's Jupyter. So pip install that. Otherwise, run Jupyter space notebook, and that'll open up a new window for you into here. So once you've got that, the next step that we're going to go ahead and do is just, we'll go new Python 3, and looks good actually. I'm just going to pull this up so I know when I'm going off my screen. So anytime you're in a Jupyter notebook, you just kind of want to let it know that you're using Zipline and you want to use the Zipline module. So Zipline tutorial videos. And you'll use this kind of the magic. So load extension Zipline. And that's just going to load in Zipline for us. Now, we're going to do the simple apple buy strategy. This is the one that you see all the time. So basically in Quantopian, you usually had you had your initialize function here. Context was being passed to it. And for now, we'll just pass on initialize. And then define handle data. This one took both context and data for every day as it iterated through. Then what we could do is we could do something like order, and we could say order the whatever symbol for apple, apple. There we go. Nope. Order apple. Let's order 10 shares of apple, let's say, and then we could also record things. We could say AAPL equals, and we could use data.current to get the current price, for example. So we could again say symbol AAPL. Let's see, data current symbol. Yeah, and then we're looking for the specific field that is price. So you could do that on Quantopian, right? And by the way, I'm just going to keep referencing Quantopian because I'm kind of assuming anybody following along here has followed the Quantopian series. So if you want to learn how to build strategies and stuff like that, go to the Quantopian series because that's using Zipline. This series right here, this little mini series, is purely for installing and running Zipline locally. From there, you're kind of expected to just follow the Quantopian series because it's identical syntax. The only difference is what I'm about to show you is you're not going to get away with undefined functions and variables, right? So before other than context and data, right? So with this, one of the functions that we're using is order. Well, we haven't imported order, so we have to import these things. So from zipline.api, we want to import order. What's another one? Well, record. Record. We never imported that. Also symbol. So order, record, and symbol all need to be specially imported. Again, context and data, those are getting passed kind of in the back end via this extension. So you don't need to define those, but like everything else, you have to define just like a regular Python program. So keep that in mind. Let's do pep8, huh? Nice. Okay, so that's our strategy for today. So now there are 3 ways, like I said. I'm going to show you 2 real quick ways for you to run the strategy. One way is if you saved this, let's say you saved this file as apple backtest.py. I'm just going to copy and paste this in. You could open up a command prompt and you could run the following. Zipline, as long as that points to the right version. Run. You would specify the bundle of data that you want to use, which in this case we're going to use Quantopian Quanto because we just pulled it. The file -f that we want to run, apple backtest.py. So this right here would be what contains apple is in the file named backtest.py, apple backtest.py. Or I'm sorry, is it apple? Yeah, apple backtest.py. Okay, start date, simple date format there, end date, and then the output is like this performance output that you're going to see in a moment. And we just save that to a pickle by apple out.pickle. Okay, so that's one way you could run it. But again, I'm not going to be using this way. I'm going to be using the Jupyter notebooks. So actually the way that I'm going to run it is, again, with some magic here, we're just going to say Zipline, and it's going to be pretty much the same. So bundle is going to be the Quantopian Quandle bundle. We're going to say start is 2008 1/1, so Jan 1st, 2008, end will be 2012 1/1. And then we're going to say the output is I don't know, strat.pickle or something. Whatever you put here, it's just a pickle that you can load in. It's a pandas data frame pickled. Okay, so now we can actually just run this, shift enter. That's how you run all the cells, by the way. So this is just going to trade daily on the Quantopian bundle using the apple. So basically what we get here is the data frame that is our performance output. I'm going to be calling that perf from now on. If you hit an error here, one of the things that they just fixed, head to the text-based version of this tutorial and check out the understanding the benchmarking process and how to overcome errors that creep in. So before they were using the Google Finance API, that stopped working, and they've just replaced it with another API that at any point could stop working. So if you need to fix that, we can fix that relatively easily. Anyway, it's working for now, so awesome. Maybe it'll keep working, and maybe they kind of fixed one of the other issues I had with that. But anyways, so hopefully if you got to this point, congratulations. You've installed Zipline, you've run a really basic strategy, at least on their data. And now you've got this as your return. Of course, this is probably not exactly what you were hoping for. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how we can go about visualizing our results and kind of begin working with the output that we get from Zipline, because just like there's many ways to run it, there's many ways you can work with the data from here. So that's it for now. Questions, comments, concerns, whatever, feel free to leave them below. If you're enjoying this content, you can support it at pythonprogramming.net/support. This is my full-time job. So if you think I'm doing a good job, support it. All my income basically comes from this. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. See you in the next tutorial.